You're listening to the Hella Well with Danielle show, a podcast taking women of color on a journey exploring all things wellness and travel related. We're all about showing you how to put on your oxygen mask first and creating lasting self-care habits that will free you to travel the world and live the life you truly desire, and not one you have to fake loving. I'm your host, Danielle Washington. Now let's buckle up and start this journey. Hello, hello, well, how you living? I want to start off today with a confession. I think it's time, as you know, I move into this new season, not only in the podcast, but in my life, it's time to give you a confession about what's been going on and kind of tell you the real tea. So it's time to confess that I've been hiding from you. I've been hiding me from you. But more importantly, I discovered I've been hiding myself from myself. And it's funny because people who know me as someone who's really open, and she's always talking about, what's going on in her life and very vulnerable. And I am very open about different things, but I have been hiding parts of me. I am the queen of compartmentalizing, and I have been doing a banged up job of keeping everything in different parts because I felt like, especially here in the podcast and with the Hello Well with Danielle branding, that I had to be a certain way. I had to have my representative show up because, I had to wear the mask of what it meant to be a Black woman. I was wearing the mask of what it meant to be in the wellness industry. And I'm kind of done wearing the mask. It doesn't feel good. The mask feels itchy, like the mask you wear when you're outside. During the pandemic, it was suffocating. I felt literally suffocated, and it's just time to take off the mask. So here I am taking off the mask, and I thought maybe it's time to reintroduce myself. So for those who are new and those who have been here with the representative who is now gone, this is her obituary, rest in peace, representative. If I really thought about it, someone's got to start somewhere, and I have the training behind it. I've done the 200 plus hours of training. I have taught classes. I love what I do, and I'm passionate, and I know that it's changed my life incorporating Kundalini Yoga. So why am I hiding this from people? So I'm not anymore. The other thing, some of you know me as, and a lot of people know that I do Reiki. And Reiki has different levels. There's Reiki 1 and 2, Sui level. There's Egyptian Reiki. There is Reiki, becoming a Reiki master. There is becoming a Korean Reiki master. Well, you know what, y'all? I'm all of the above, and I don't tell anyone. I have done hours and years of training in Reiki. I love Reiki. Reiki, again, is something that has really put me on a path to finding my authentic self, which I honestly believe is a huge part of my purpose in life. And the purpose of this podcast is to liberate my authentic self. But not only that, but to also show a light that's possible for you too. I think oftentimes we just need a little bit of a light to see all the different possibilities in front of us. But we're so busy wearing the mask that we don't pay attention to that the light's even in front of us. And so I've been hiding. I've hid that I wrote a book called Travel is My Therapy. And I never talk about it because it felt like bragging. I don't talk about that. I don't talk about that I'm a speaker. I don't talk about that I've worked with, presidents, and I've worked with first ladies. I've worked with celebrities. I worked in politics. I have done a lot of things in my life. I wrote a PSA that was shown nationally at Lollapalooza concerts back in the day. I'm totally dating myself. I've done a lot. And I just don't talk about it because it just felt like bragging. And I've also done events for 20 plus years professionally. I started doing events in college, but I've been doing events for 20 plus years, including international events, including retreats for women of color, which I've been doing for several years now under the brand Rogue Experiences. Again, I hide. The mask has been on. The mask has been on because, heck, I just felt like I had to be a certain way, and we're kind of done with being in a certain way. So who am I? A huge part of this podcast is me sharing that with you, but also sharing now that I'm a girl from the Bay Area. That's why the podcast says LOL with Danielle, because I use the word hella all the time. I have been known to bust out in Italian often because I lived in Italy and I didn't speak English during that time frame. And so there's certain things I just automatically say to myself in Italian. I swear in Italian on a regular basis and hope to God no one Italian is around me. I love crystals. I love food. I love to travel, and I've known to travel internationally and just jump on a plane to Los Angeles just for food. I will travel for food, but I will also travel for a good beach because the sister loves being on the beach. A huge part of my life kind of comes from this premise that wellness is like a pair of custom jeans, and it's not a one size fits all. And so I have been on this journey of liberating my authentic self, even when I didn't realize I've been on this journey. And I have discovered so many different types of wellness, from acupuncture to ayahuasca to womb healing to reparenting to different forms of self-care to using travel to Reiki to Kundalini yoga to Vinyasa yoga, Jivanuti yoga. There's so many different things out there. And I'm not here to say that you need to follow exactly every step that I took because this is the only way you're going to liberate yourself to your authentic self. That's the exact opposite of what I'm saying. What I'm trying to say and what the purpose of this podcast is to show you that there's options and to shine a light on the different various options so you can get to this wellness revolution that I feel like we're being taught that everything has to be this one way. And I'm here to say, it ain't one way. There is this wellness revolution that we're building here with this podcast and with this brand to say that there's so many options and different paths to get to your authentic self. And I just want to be a light. That's all I want to be. Like as a kid, I knew I was meant to help with the injustice. And I think my injustice is helping us get to a better space, helping us to remove the mask. And the best way I can sum it up is there's a song by Mos Def that I hella love, and it's called Umi Says. And I listen to this song, and there's many songs I love because I always say music is my first love, dancing is my mistress. But this song just hits me to the core. And the parts of the words of the song is like, there's a part where he's like, I just want my people to be free, to be free, to be free. Black people to be free. That's all that matters to me. That's all that matters to me. All that matters to me and part of my mission as a person, part of my mission in helping other people, because a huge part of me, I play a bunch of different roles, being in Kundalini, being a Reiki master, a caregiver for my parents, a speaker, an author, a retreat facilitator. Those are all roles. Who I am as a person and deep at my core is someone who wants to help. Someone who wants to help liberate us, give people the light so they can get to their path of their own healing and their authentic self. And that's all that matters to me. So I hope that you'll stay on this journey with me. And as a gift kind of where we're going, just getting a teaser where we're going, I created this Kundalini yoga meditation, and it's something that I utilize all the time for myself. And I'm calling it the keeping your cool meditation. And it's utilizing the Sitali pranayama breath work in Kundalini. And Sitali literally means in Sanskrit, cooling. And so this is a great meditation when you are hella upset, frustrated, angry, you're overly emotional, overwhelmed, feeling anxious, hangry. Oh my God, this works so well if you're hangry or even thirsty. It also works really well helping people break fevers, but it's super, super, super easy, and just transformational meditation will help you just instantly kind of go from a heated state mentally and physically to cooling down and grounding down into getting yourself centered, feeling calm. And it's just, I did this for 40 days for 3 minutes. You don't have to do it for 3 minutes. You can, it's either recommended to do it for 3 minutes or to do it, 26 times, just 26 breaths in the morning and 26 breaths in the evening. But even if I've done it just in the car and I'm frustrated for a minute, I've seen the difference. But I did it for 3 minutes for 40 days and I saw the difference. And so I wanted to share this with you. So make sure to go to the hellowellwithdanielle.com website and scroll down slightly and you will see the link to grab the free meditation. And it's just my gift of saying, I'm sorry for hiding from you and I'm not hiding anymore. So we're keeping our cool and we're going to keep on this journey because we're worthy. We're worthy of the peace of living our authentic selves and the joy that comes with that. We're worthy. So I honor you and I say ciao and see you next time. Ciao. Thanks for joining us this week on the Hello Well with Danielle show. Make sure to visit our website, hellowellwithdanielle.com, where you can subscribe to our show on iTunes, Spotify, and Amazon Music and never miss an episode. Also, you can follow us on social media at Hello Well with Danielle on Facebook and Instagram and Hello Well Danny on Twitter. And if you hella love the show and got some good nuggets out of it, know that I'm not too proud to ask for you to please leave a rating or review on iTunes so that we can continue to expand our reach and help other women of color. Again, thanks so much for listening, and I hope to see you next week. Ciao.